CIS scholars, I'm here with a new video of new chapter, that is chapter 10, the coming of the Europeans, right? So children, can you identify the two personalities which are given in these pictures? I hope you can easily guess the second one, right? Yes, you are correct. That is Queen Elizabeth I. Okay. And the first picture is Vasco da Gama. So in this chapter, I am going to discuss about the European traders. Okay. So let's see what we have in the chapter. We are going to discuss about the arrival of the trading companies, then expansion of power in India, and the third is the revolt of 1857 and the rise of nationalism, right? So let's see what we have in the next slide. So first of all, in this video, because this is an introductory video, I am going to discuss about the European explorer. Okay. Now the first European explorers to gain a footland in India were the Portuguese. So first who came here? Portuguese. And after Portuguese, the Dutch, the French, and at last the British soon followed. Okay. Now initially the Mughal ruler kept tight control on the European activity, but later on what happened? Mughal power declined over the time and the British looked to become conquerors instead of just traders. So British were the conquerors and they were not just the traders, right? So let's see, first read about the Portuguese. So the Portuguese were the first to arrive in the Indian subcontinent for trade. Okay. In 1498 CE, Vasco da Gama, a Portuguese explorer, discovered the sea route to the Indian subcontinent. He reached Calicut with his crew. So this is a picture of Vasco da Gama. So first he came and he came from a sea route. I think all of you know. Fine. Now, why they came? Because they wanted to build the trading centers. Okay. And they had built the trading centers at Kochi, Calicut and Kannur. Fine. They trade in spices, textiles, perfumes, precious stones and other items. So it is very important and you must remember that what type of things they deal in trading. They trade in spices, textile which is clothes, then perfumes, precious stones and other item. Okay. Now let's see, after Portuguese, who came? The Dutch. Okay. The Dutch came to the subcontinent and they also established some of the trading centers. Okay. They came from Holland, which is now in Netherlands, and after Dutch, the British merchants, they came. Okay. The British merchants in England formed the English East India Company in 1600 CE, that is Common Era. Okay, at that time, who was the queen? Queen Elizabeth I was the Queen of England and Ireland both. Fine. Now the company began to trade with India, and for this they have to take the permission from Mughal Emperor. Fine. So Jahangir, he was the Mughal Emperor at that time and he gave the permission to the British merchants to set up their first trading center at Surat. Now this is also very important MCQ, that where this British merchant, they had set their first trading center. The place, the city is Surat. Okay. Now after, once they have set up, then the French also, they also came and they also set up their trading companies at Pondicherry and Bengal, but they just wanted to expand their territories. Okay. So there would be a rivalry between the French and the English East India Company. So let's read what happened. Now the French also set up their trading centers or the trading companies at Pondicherry and Chandannagar in Bengal. But the European trading companies, they also wanted to expand their trade and bring more regions in the subcontinent and their country control. So due to which there was a clash between two companies. Who were the two companies? The French and the English East India Company. So there were a clash between both of them. And because at that time Britishers were very powerful, so they defeated the French military and established themselves firmly in India. Okay, so this was all about the introduction of European traders, that how they entered in our country. Okay, so in this video, what we have seen that India was very famous, especially for its spices, gold, pearls, precious stones, and for silk. And then what happened? Vasco da Gama, they came to India in 15th century. After Vasco da Gama, the Dutch, French, and the English traders followed Portuguese to India, and then the British, they defeated the others and formed the English East India Company in 1600. Fine. So this is just the introduction of European traders. I hope that through this video you will get a little bit information about how they entered, what is the like arrival of the trading companies. Fine. Now in the next video I'm going to discuss more about the expansion of Britishers. By the time you start reading this chapter, read page number 96 and 97 from the chapter 10 and enjoy the video. Thank you.